and I'ma light this world on fire.
What's up, y'all? It's your boy Miguel Perdomo. We in the building. You already know. Back to work. So, well, the beginning of my career has to been, I would say, my official beginning of my career was probably 2001. Before that, I was testing, shooting with Felix Natal, of course. I was shooting. Me and him was trying new stuff for, basically we shooting in the urban market, but we was trying to jazz it up a little bit because no one else was doing what we was doing. And he put me in a couple of ads, because he has a couple friends in the fashion world. Put me in a couple of ads for Coogee, Azore, Fat Joe, what was it, FJ, Fat Joe 560, I forgot what it was, Willie Escobar, so, all those name brands. He put me amongst those people, so that's how the ads became, started to become a snowball effect. But then 2001 is when I got my first Fat Farm campaign. That was like the big one. That was the one that threw me over a little bit, because everyone was always looking at me as one-sided, like always urban, and I was just telling them I'm not urban, man. Like I couldn't do everything, but of course they stereotype you for the minute you get in. So I would say that's the hardest thing in the modeling world. Like that's probably the hardest to get out of that criteria when they stereotype you. It's very hard to move, in other areas in fashion. So I gotta say that's gotta be the hardest one for me, because the minute they saw me, they was like, alright, we don't know how to classify me as a Spanish or black guy, and then I played both roles anyway, so that was the only issue that I had. But other than that, I think it went great, because coming out the gate and to land Fat Farm right away, it was an accomplishment for me, and at the same time, I really wasn't looking for it, so it kind of like just came to me.
What do you feel is your biggest highlight being in the industry?
My biggest highlight, I would say, I won't say my whole career. I would say the fact that I'm one of the tallest models in the industry, because all the other guys, they're 6 feet. Everyone's 5'10", 5'11". I'm 6'4", and to be amongst the same 6'2", 6'3" guys, not even 6'3", 6'2", not even 6'3", actually 6'1" is the cutoff, and I'm 6'4", and to be in the same runway as them is crazy to me. They look at me like, yo, you're like the Hulk. I'm like, compared to them, because they're all so small, they're like 100 pounds, and I'm really 210, 215 solid, so it's like, that's probably the craziest thing you got to deal with. But other than that, the highlight, this is a dope feeling to see yourself, representing for your culture, for your people. You know what I'm saying? It's a good feeling.
If you weren't modeling when you was younger, like any other talent,
I'd probably still be boxing. That's really what I wanted to do. I wanted to box. I was doing that, and then that's how Felix kind of pulled me out of the boxing gym. Was like, all right, you need to take this fashion industry serious. And I was like, nah, I don't really care too much for it. And look at it now, like it blossomed into something crazy that I wasn't expecting. And to be honest, I wouldn't know what I'd be doing if I was a model. That's all I know, because he put me in that world, and it's kind of like the job, the career that you want. You have to research it, learn it, breathe it, wake up to it. It's kind of like a marriage. So it's like that's my wife, my career.
So if you could give some type of advice to the youth out there that's trying to, especially young males that's trying to get into the modeling industry, or just the industry in general, what kind of advice would you give them?
Well, it's really simple, because now the way the world is, the internet, you can do so many things now. 10, 12 years ago, there was no MySpace, there was no Instagram, none of that. So use all your social media to your best of your ability. Use everything that you have. The internet is the best thing to market yourself. You can market yourself in every area. Oh, not only if you model, you can be a singer. So all the kids out there that's inquiring about modeling, like, use all your social media sites. And if you got there's a site actually called modelmayhem.com. It's like a Facebook for models, definitely get a page on there, and get the ball rolling. Start hitting photographers up, contacting photographers, start test shooting, because test shoots are the best thing for you. They're free photos, and and if you don't like them, you can always shoot again. So that's a good thing. Instagram, definitely use your Instagram, and always hashtag who you want to see it. Like hashtag fashion, hashtag boss models, Ford models, whatever agency you're trying to get into, hashtag them all the time, because trust me, they're gonna see it. If you think they're not gonna see it, they're gonna see it. They're gonna catch it. And what else? Use your Twitter, and don't be on Twitter saying anything reckless. And you always maintain a positive, clean record. Don't say nothing illegal, nothing bad. Keep it calm to yourself. Just keep it positive and keep it strictly business. That's one thing that hurt me. Like Twitter killed me, so I don't tweet no more because of that. But trust me, they people watching. If you think they're not, they're watching.
No. So is there anything else that you're venturing into?
Yes, right now I'm actually taking acting courses at this school called Black Nexus. Because all the guys kept telling me to get into acting class. So I was like, all right, I'll take it. I'll try it out. And I think I'm getting better now. Week by week, I'm getting better now. And of course, they want to throw me in the Tyler Perry situation. So I have to get my reels together, my skills together. I got to sharpen and get better. Because I'm not Denzel. So I'm working on that. I'm trying to be the next light-skinned guy out. The next Will Smith, so we're working.
That's what's up. Can we get a quick shout out to Lush Radio Online?
Shout out to Lush Radio Online. It's your boy Miguel Perdomo. Thanks.